If you've ever thought about switching to Linux but immediately felt overwhelmed by words like terminal, distros, or open source, you're not alone. For years, Linux had this reputation of being powerful but complicated, like something only programmers or hackers could use. But here's the truth: in 2025, Linux has quietly evolved into one of the easiest, most beginner-friendly operating systems you can use today, and in some cases it's actually simpler than Windows or Mac OS once you understand the basics. What's changed isn't just the technology, it's the philosophy behind modern Linux distributions. Developers have realized that if Linux is going to grow, it needs to welcome beginners, not scare them away. And that's exactly why certain distributions now feel polished, intuitive, and ready to use right out of the box, even if you've never touched Linux before. So imagine this scenario. You turn on your computer, and instead of dealing with forced updates, background bloat, or licensing restrictions, you get a clean, fast, customizable system that respects your control. No ads in your start menu, no unnecessary software slowing things down, and no hidden tracking. That's the promise of Linux, and today, it's more accessible than ever. But here's the catch: Linux isn't just one operating system. It's a huge ecosystem made up of hundreds of different distributions, each with its own design, goals, and user experience. Some are built for developers, some for privacy enthusiasts, some for gamers, and some are specifically designed for beginners. Choosing the right one is the difference between loving Linux and giving up on it in frustration. So the real question isn't, should you try Linux? The real question is, which Linux distro makes the transition so easy that you barely notice the change? And in 2025, one distro consistently stands out for beginners: Linux Mint. Linux Mint has become almost synonymous with beginner-friendly Linux, and for good reason. It's built on top of Ubuntu, which itself is based on Debian, one of the most stable and well-tested foundations in the Linux world. What this means in real terms is that Linux Mint inherits years of development, stability, and massive software support, while simplifying everything for new users. The first thing you notice when you install Linux Mint is how familiar it feels. If you've ever used Windows, especially Windows 7 or Windows 10, the Cinnamon desktop environment in Linux Mint looks instantly recognizable. There's a start menu in the bottom left corner, a taskbar, system tray icons, and a straightforward layout that doesn't require you to relearn how a computer works. And this familiarity is not accidental. The developers behind Linux Mint deliberately designed Cinnamon to reduce the learning curve. Instead of forcing users to adapt to a completely new interface, it adapts to you. That means you can start using your system immediately without needing tutorials for basic tasks like opening apps, managing files, or adjusting settings. But ease of use goes beyond appearance. One of the biggest pain points for beginners is installing software, and this is where Linux Mint really shines. It comes with a software manager that feels similar to an app store. You can search for applications, read reviews, and install them with a single click. No need to deal with complicated commands or download random files from the internet. Under the hood, Linux Mint uses the apt package system, which is one of the most reliable and widely supported software management systems in Linux. This means you get access to thousands of applications, from web browsers like Firefox and Chromium to productivity tools like LibreOffice, all maintained and updated through secure repositories. Another huge advantage is performance. Linux Mint runs smoothly even on older hardware. Computers that struggle with modern versions of Windows often feel fast and responsive on Linux. Mint. This makes it a perfect choice if you're trying to revive an old laptop or just want a lightweight system that doesn't waste resources. Security is another area where Linux Mint and Linux in general has a strong advantage. Because of its Unix-like design, Linux separates system-level operations from regular user actions. This reduces the risk of malware causing serious damage. On top of that, software is typically installed from trusted repositories rather than random websites, which further minimizes security risks. And here's something many beginners don't realize. You don't have to give up your favorite apps completely. While some Windows software doesn't run natively on Linux, there are alternatives for almost everything. Instead of Microsoft Office, you have LibreOffice. Instead of Photoshop, you have GIMP or Krita. And for gaming, platforms like Steam have made huge progress with Proton, allowing many Windows games to run on Linux with surprisingly good performance. Now, it's important to be honest here. Linux Mint isn't perfect, and no distro is. There are still moments where you might need to search online for solutions, especially if you're dealing with specific hardware or niche software. But compared to where Linux was a decade ago, the experience is dramatically smoother. And while Linux Mint is arguably the best starting point, it's not the only option. In fact, understanding a few alternatives can help you make a more informed decision. Ubuntu, for example, is another beginner-friendly distro and one of the most popular in the world. It has a slightly different interface using the GNOME desktop, which feels more modern but less Windows-like. Ubuntu is backed by Canonical, a company that provides professional support and drives many innovations in the Linux ecosystem. If you prefer a clean, minimal design and strong community support, Ubuntu is a solid choice. Then there's Zorin OS, which takes a slightly different approach. Zorin is specifically designed to mimic the look and feel of Windows or Mac OS, depending on your preference. It includes layout options that can make your system look almost identical to what you're used to. For someone who is nervous about switching, Zorin OS can feel like a safe bridge between operating systems. Another interesting option is Pop_OS, developed by System76. It's particularly popular among developers and gamers because of its performance optimizations and built-in support for NVIDIA GPUs. While it's still beginner-friendly, it leans slightly more toward power users who want a balance between simplicity and advanced features. But here's the key insight. The best Linux distro for beginners isn't necessarily the one with the most features or the flashiest design. It's the one that removes friction. The one that lets you focus on what you want to do instead of how the system works. And that's exactly why Linux Mint continues to dominate in this space. It removes unnecessary complexity without taking away control. It gives you a familiar environment while still introducing you to the power of Linux. Now, let's talk about something that often stops people from even trying Linux: installation. The idea of installing a new operating system sounds intimidating, but in reality, it's become incredibly straightforward. Most Linux distros, including Linux Mint, offer something called a live environment. This means you can run the entire operating system from a USB drive without installing anything on your computer. You plug in the USB, boot into it, and suddenly you're using Linux as if it's already installed. You can test everything Wi-Fi, sound, performance before making any changes to your system. And if you like it, you can install it with a guided installer that walks you through each step. You also have the option to dual boot, which means you can keep Windows and Linux on the same machine and choose which one to use when you start your computer. This is a great way to transition gradually, instead of committing all at once. Another thing worth mentioning is the Linux community. Unlike traditional software ecosystems where support often comes from companies, Linux has a massive global community of users, developers, and enthusiasts. If you run into a problem, chances are someone else has already solved it. Forums, tutorials, and documentation are everywhere, and they're often more helpful than official support channels. And in 2025, this ecosystem is stronger than ever. With the rise of platforms like GitHub, open source collaboration has become more efficient, and improvements are happening faster than ever. Hardware compatibility has improved significantly, thanks to better driver support and cooperation between manufacturers and the Linux community. Even companies that once ignored Linux are now embracing it. Valve, for example, has invested heavily in Linux gaming through Steam and Proton. This has made gaming on Linux not just possible, but genuinely enjoyable for many users. So when you step back and look at the bigger picture, Linux is no longer this niche operating system for experts. It's a practical, powerful, and increasingly mainstream option that gives you more control over your computing experience. And for beginners, the barrier to entry has never been lower. If you start with Linux Mint, you're not just choosing an easy distro. You're choosing a smooth introduction to an entirely different way of thinking about software. A way that values freedom, transparency, and user control. You'll learn that your operating system doesn't have to dictate how you use your computer. You'll discover that customization isn't just a feature, it's a core principle. And over time, you might even find yourself exploring other distros, experimenting with new tools, and becoming part of the open source world. But the most important thing is this: you don't need to be an expert to get started. You don't need to know commands or understand how the Linux kernel works. You just need curiosity and a willingness to try something new. Because once you take that first step, you'll realize that Linux isn't as complicated as it seems. In fact, with the right distro, it might just be the simplest and most refreshing computing experience you've ever had. And that's really what makes Linux in 2025 so exciting. It's not just about replacing your operating system. It's about redefining what your computer can be.